How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the holiday skins that have made it in this week. And with the skins, we also have a patch that has hit Rust to bring in some holiday stuff, events, and cheer. So with that, we also have returning and a whole new item pack for the permanent store from Facepunch with some first-party items. So first off, let's check out what the community brought in this week. We have a poncho for you. It's the Christmas tree poncho, and yes, it is the glowing version, so you can light up, but that is something to keep into caution. May not be something you want to be wearing if you want to be stealthy. This will run you $249, and as I said, it does light up, so let's go ahead and kill the lights there and take a look at that. So definitely very cool, but again, do watch out where you're wearing it. Next, we've got a hoodie and pants set for you. It's the Mr. Gingerbread set. It'll run you 99 cents a piece. And you can be all sugared up and frosted here with all sorts of things going on. And then in the back, you've got your ho 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 and Mr. Gingerbread. I mean, look at those eyes. Yep. I think that's all we need to say here. Next, we've got our first returning first-party item. Wow, that's a lot of first. And it is the beard for Santa, or Santa's beard. I don't know why I said it strangely like that. It'll run you $3.99 as it has in the past. And as you'll notice with my character here, it does kind of give a white frosting to your cheeks to give you that extra kind of Santa-y look, which looks quite strange on my female character here. But you get the drift. You can be extra frosty looking as Santa. Next, we have another returning item, the Evil Snowman helmet, as I call it, but it's really just called the Snowman helmet. But I mean, look at that face. He is very, very, very angry. When you say one way or another, you can pick it up for the $3.99 prices I just said. It comes with scarf included with top hat and some button cap, or bottle cap eyes. Not button cap. What's a button cap, guys? I'm not entirely sure. And a very crinkly carrot nose. Next up, we have deployables for you, and this one is a nice little wooden door. This is the artesian wooden door. It'll run you the usual price of $149. It has a very kind of European holiday kind of feel to it. I know growing up as German, a lot of this kind of wooden Christmas art was definitely around the house, and it definitely picks up kind of memories for me there. And on the back here, you can see it's kind of old wooden door. Has, you know, some missing pieces here and therefore a little darker stain on it than normal, but the focus is definitely out front for this one. Next, we've got a garage door for you, and it's a gingerbread garage door. This one will run you $249 because it is a glowing item. You got that extra buck usually tossed on there, and of course we'll be showing you the glow here shortly to go along with that. Then over here we've got an armored single door for you. This is the gift bunker door, which will also run you $249. On the front, you've got a happy little snowman going on, some tic-tac-toe and lights. And it kind of has this cage iron door kind of reinforced look to it going on. And then if we take a look on the back, you've got a little Christmas tree going on and send help. Looks like they've been stuck there for 15 days, 15 weeks. I don't know, or is that 15 kills? Who knows? With Rust, you can never really tell. But that does it for our community items. Moving on, we've got some new and returning stuff for the holiday. The first thing is the wreath has returned. It's going for its usual $3.49 price. It is just a simple Christmas door wreath that you can hang on your door. It'll pop up on both sides of it, so inside and out when placing it. Also with these items, at the end of the video, I will give a more detailed, in-depth kind of thing, just to show you how to craft them, where to craft them, for anyone that might be new if this is the first time you're purchasing them. Next, over here, we have the Festive Garland Pack, which is also a returning item. This one will run for $3.49, and it is actually something that's been updated. The update wasn't this time, it was a bit ago, but just in case you didn't know, it used to be a two-piece item. The third piece is the double door garland that was added, I believe, last year or the year before. Everything kind of blurs after a while. It's been 9 years for Rust. One way or another, you got the 3 garlands, you've got your window garland, and single and double door. They all do light up at night, which we'll show you here shortly. Then moving on, we've got the Snow Machine. This is another returning favorite for a lot of people. This one does carry a bit of a pricier tag. It is going to run you $6.49. That's because it does form a full function of actually blanketing an entire area with snow and causing snow to fall over that area. So if you're in a biome that doesn't have snow, which we can show you here shortly in a moment, it will actually turn it to snow, and then if you are in a snowy area, it'll just make snow fall whether it's raining or not. So one way or another, it has functionality pretty much anywhere. It does run on low-grade fuel and not electricity. Then over here we've got the neon signs and a little snowman friend. So our little snowman friend is also a returning item. You'll see him popping into the store for $3.49. And yeah, it's this little makeshift ragtag snowman out of random Rust stuff. You've got charcoal and a bullet casing nose and the heavy helmet and a spear and a pickaxe for arms. So definitely a fun one. Over here, like I said, we have the returning neon signs pack. This pack is on the pricier side of $14.99, but it does include 5 different signs. You've got the 3 signs on the top here, which is the small, medium, and large regular neon signs. And then down here, you've got a medium and large animated neon signs, which again, here shortly, we'll show you them and how they work. Then lastly, we've got another returning item over here. It is the deluxe Christmas lights. These lights are a one-time purchase, and basically you can craft as many feet as you have the metal for. And you can place these on the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor. I just happened to put them on the floor right here so they didn't mesh with the neon signs. These will run you $7.99, and they do have multiple functions, which we, again, will show you here shortly. So that is kind of all the returning items. Let's go ahead and kill the lights, and we'll take a look at the glows here. Alright, so with the deluxe lights, as you can see here, that's pretty much how they pop on up, and they've got multiple modes, so you can actually go on up to the little receiver here, and you can choose to do a slow glow, which is kind of just like a fade. There you go. And then you've got the steady, which is, just stay on like we had. Then you've got chasing, flashing, and a fade. So the fade's kind of simple there. We'll give warning anyone who might not be great with flashing lights. That's already a warning that just comes with Rust in general, but just in case, we wanted to say something audibly here. So there you go. You've got the flashing light, and then we have the chasing, and I believe that should be it. So yeah, we'll put those back on steady. And then with the neon signs, as you can see, what I meant earlier by the ones that are just a plain neon sign, and then we've got animated. As you can see here, I've got an open sign that flashes on and off, and then we've got arrows that point to go in a certain direction. So at the end of the video, we'll come back and explain how to set that up, because it is a bit complicated how to get this all working. Then, if we go ahead and cruise on over here, we can take a look at the festive garlands, and as you'll see, they have some nice little lights around them. They're not going to, light up a room, so to say, but they do have kind of a nice little glow coming off of them, which is quite pleasant. Then if we go ahead and head on over to here, take a look here at the armor door, and there's a happy little snowman. And if we cruise on through here, you can take a look at the little Christmas tree on the back. Then if we come around here, we can take a look at that gingerbread door. And last but not least, before we move on to weapons and tools, we do have one more special item from Face Punch, and it's a brand new item, and it also looks like it's going to be in the permanent item store. So yes, it's coming out for Christmas, for the holiday, but it looks like it'll be staying around afterwards, unlike the previous items I've shown you. So this one is going to be a permanent item store item, which means that it is not going to be tradable, sellable, you can't give it out as a gift kind of thing. So, keep that in mind when buying it. There's no reason to buy extra ones unless you just want to give extra money or say you own the most of them or something. I don't know, but just want to warn you ahead of time there. Now, it is basically a chair skin and a metal set skin. So you've got the metal chest piece and face mask here, and these are all customized to look all icy. They have kind of like a frost effect thing going on, and it's to go ahead and mask that 8K, I'm assuming, that came out in the Arctic pack. So they've kind of got like a set thing going on. And over here you've got this icy throne made out of the various weapons that exist in Rust. And definitely love the swords at the top there. It's definitely a call out to a favorite series, I'm sure, for some people, or a series that used to be a favorite and may not be so much after all. But I definitely like the pistols and the handles, and I should say on the armrests entirely. Definitely a fun design. You can pick up this pack for $6.99. Alright, next up we've got our tools and weapons, and this year we've got a set of tools for you so far, and it's stone tools, of course. And these are quite the tasty looking treats. These are the treats, well, stone tool set, so there you go. I honestly forgot that was the name, and it just kind of worked, so hey, there you go. And of course it has its matching pick. There you are. Some light hit that foil, you can see that gold shine. And they're going to run you $149 each, so you can pick up the set for just under $3. Next, we've got a SAR for you, and this one's got that mean-looking snowman on it, and it's only going to run you $199, the Evil Snowman SAR. So there you go. Some nice frost on the top there. Aiming down the sights, you've got a slightly kind of light blue, whitish tip to the frost there. Kind of hard to see depending on the light. Like here you can really see it's a different color, but a little bit harder this way. Aiming down the sights, if you know what I mean. And there's that reload there. And there we have it. Then next we've got an MP5 for you, and this one has kind of a tasty look to it as well. This is the Ginger Blaster. This will also run you the usual $199 price. And as you can see, it's got, you know, those traditional red and kind of green Christmas colors, but then there's like these little gingerbread cookie markings all over it. It even has a bit of snow frosting there on the actual stock. If I can look back there, there you go. You can see some more of the little gingerbread people kind of going on, and trees. Or actually, it's just trees, it looks like. I thought they were gingerbread people, never mind. One or another, aiming down the sides, you've got kind of a scuffed iron versus the red paint kind of peeling off sight there. And there's our reload. Next, we've got an AK for you, and this one is already wrapped and ready to go under the tree. This one is, of course, the kind of jokey one. It is the Let Me Guess. That's simply it. Just let me guess. I mean, if you put AR at the end, that kind of gives it away, right? One way or another. Always love the jokey kind of things. Always fits into Rust. There's that reload there, just in case you need to know what a fully wrapped AK looks like. There it is. So that does it for the weapons and everything else, guys. So if you want to keep watching, I'm going to go over how to kind of craft and do the various things, and then kind of explain how the neon signs work. If not, you can go ahead and tune out right now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave me some comments, and we'll see you next week for the second week of holiday skins. Alright, so as mentioned, as you can see here, we've kind of got a patchy area, not too much snow. Here's the snow machine. We've loaded up with some low grade. We go ahead and hit activate, boom, blanket of snow. And as you can see, it's starting to fall. So you can see this really well over here, how that works. And yeah, this works in the desert and the, you know, green biome. It sticks around for a little while. I forgot how much exactly. I want to say it's like 15 minutes or so. I think I may be wrong on that. But yeah, definitely a fun little thing to play with. Alright, so let's go quickly over the various items that can be crafted and what they cost. It should be pretty straightforward. If you have used them before, nothing's changed, so you know that is what it is. But you've got your doorway garlands. So as you can see, there is the these two. They're going to be 25 cloth each for the garlands. Same thing for the window. Then you've got the snowman. He's going to be 50 charcoal, 20 cloth, and 20 metal fragments. And none of this stuff requires a workbench so far. We've got the 20 cloth also for the Christmas door wreath. Also, don't forget there's the free Christmas tree that you can craft right now, and the advent calendar, which are just kind of part of you know, the update. Those aren't items, you know, that you buy or anything like that. So you got those right there. Then if we go ahead down to clothing, you've got the snowman hat, which is going to be 10 cloth. And then we also have the Santa beard, which is also 10 cloth. So pretty simple there. Same stats as bandana for the Santa beard. Pretty straightforward with that. And then we've got the snow machine, which is going to require a workbench level 1 at least, so do keep that in mind. 120 metal frags, 30 low grade, and a pipe. So you do need a component for this and a workbench. That is something to keep in mind with it. Then we have the neon signs. As you'll see here for the basic small one, it's 150. Then it goes up to 200 and then 250. And then for the actual animated signs, it's 300 plus 2 and 350 plus 5. And you do require to have workbench level 1 for the basic signs and workbench level 2 for the animated signs. And as you'll see, they do have a power usage of 4, 6, and 8, and then 10 and 15. So that is something to also keep in mind when it comes to those there. Then we have the throne for you. So last but not least, we've got the neon signs. Now with these, you can always draw on them just like you do with any other sign. You have, all the tools and so forth with it here, but you can also paste in items like I did. And it's actually pretty easy. It's a simple command here. It's actually just entity upload sign, or entity dot upload sign space the name of the file. So, for my open sign, which is the last one I did, it's literally just open.png. The .png does need to be there, and it's very important that you actually have it be a PNG file and it be the appropriate size. To note, for the different signs, the various sizes are going to be 128 by 128 for the small, 256 by 128 for the medium, and large is 256 by 256. So that is something to remember there. They have to exactly be that. You can go ahead and stretch your image if you want, so forth. I kind of did with this one real quick. I literally pulled it off a clip art to throw it in here. So yeah, that's just kind of that. But the actual animated signs, how do they work? They kind of work like a slideshow in a way. So when you go ahead and open, you'll notice you have several frames. The small one has 3 frames, and basically what you need to do to animate it is put different things in the frames to get to move. So as you see here, I did it the cheap, easy way where I'm just switching between 2 different images. You do have to at least have 2 different images. If you don't, it's not going to cycle or move because it just thinks it's blank. So as you'll see here, 3 is blank, so it skips it. So we're basically just using 1 and 2. And 1 you'll see is literally just a dot. I kind of cheated there instead of doing some art or something. But you'll see there's a little dot that shows up, but it does make the open sign turn on and off, so to say. Then you can also switch the speed to fast. It was on medium previously, and then of course there's slow, which is quite slow. So there is how that kind of works there. With the large sign, you actually get a few more slides. You have currently 5 frames that you can work with. And as you can see, I did the arrow. It's basically you just paste in the arrow moving a little bit forward and into each frame. When you're done, there you go. Now, the main thing people ask is, well, how do you get the arrow to copy to each one? How do you paste to each layer? And the trick is what you do is you paste your last image first. So the first image I actually pasted was arrow number 5. And you paste it because it's always going to paste to layer 1. Once you do that, you go to layer 1 and then you say copy previous frame. Then you go to layer 2, copy previous, etc., until you get to 5. Then you repeat the same thing with 4, but you stop at 4, you don't go to 5. Same thing with 3, 2, until you're at 1, where that will be your final paste and your actual arrow that goes in its place, if that makes sense. So that's basically how that works there. Now, how does the game know where to pull your file from? It's real simple. You just have to have the literal PNG sitting in your Rust folder. How you get to the Rust folder, the easiest way is going to be right-clicking on it in Steam, going to Properties, Local Files, and that will literally open the Rust folder, and you just drop the PNGs right in there. Don't put them in any extra file. You don't have to. If you want to, you could make a folder, but then you have to do pathways and all that. Literally, you just drop them right into the folder named Rust, and you're set to go. As long as they are the right size, you can paste them right onto the signs using the entity.upload sign command. So there you go. That pretty much covers everything. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a happy holiday.